And this is Tasha C. I don't even know how many I've put out tonight. I think this might be like I think this is going to be like my fifth one tonight. I'm just on here just ranting and talking about different things. But I really, I was talking about the coronavirus. I was talking about previous ones. I was talking about Minneapolis. I was just talking about I think the previous one was that, gay marriage and how Christians view gayness and stuff like that. Then you have the hardcore Christian faith where they believe, like, we should go out and speak against them. And it's just like, it's too late for that. And I say that with all respect to the gay community. It's too late for all that. That time has passed. Gay people are here to stay. You know what I'm saying? You can't hold them down. This isn't the 1950s. The 60s, they broke headway. They kept moving forward. Good for them. If you don't believe in it, you don't have to. But don't actively try to hurt gay people. You shouldn't be out there actively trying to if you Christian, hey, I'm Christian. I don't really believe in all that stuff. I can't really, even if you can't be friends with somebody because they're gay, it ain't gonna really hurt them. Just be like, what? I'm really hardcore Christian. We can't be friends and stuff like that because I don't really believe in what you believe in, which is a terrible concept too, by the way, because if you're talking about their sexual life and what they choose to do with their husband or wife, that has nothing to do with who they are as a person. You can work with somebody for years and suspect that they're kind of gay. You can work with somebody for years and have a manly version, not a feminine version of a gay man, and would never know he was gay till one day he said, "Oh no, this is my husband." Then you'd be like, "Dude, we went out, we had beers, we drank, we had. Well, I was a Christian, and I was talking about, yeah, but that ain't got shit to do with me. We became friends and we're friends. It has nothing to do. And shit like that happens every day. And it forces people to analyze, guy's a fucking good guy. I can't stop being his friend because he's fucking gay. But then my face says that gayness is wrong. Gayness is wrong, but his life isn't affecting yours. You know what I mean? Like, he just needs just to, like, you gotta think about it like that. Like, then you'd be like, ah, man, he's such a good guy. I hate to stop being his friend. Why would you stop being his friend? You don't believe in what he does at home with his family? Okay, fine. But that doesn't mean you have to stop knowing the person. That's why I say that concept of it too is also wrong too. And then I remember one time I was working this job. They sent me to a day program. And I was working for the Office of People with Developmental Disabilities. And I was working, they sent me to a day program, and this lady was talking, and she said, I don't understand what's wrong with transsexual people. I just don't get it. We're hardcore Christians, Republicans, and stuff like that in my household, and stuff like that. Now, here I am, a liberal Democrat, liberal Democrat conservative. Don't even ask me what that means. I just know that I have stronger views on certain things um, than most Democrats, but I also have a lot of liberal views too. So I can't really be put into a box of like, oh, you're a Democrat or you're a liberal or you're conservative. And I know it's almost like an oxymoron to be a conservative, liberal Democrat, but if there was such a thing, I guess I'm that. But I still have to check the box of the primaries for Democrat because I'll have to be voting for Biden because there's no way in hell I'm voting for Trump. Um, and a lot of times on my previous ones, I kept saying, I'm not really going to say whether I'm a Democrat or liberal because I don't want people to have a different view on me as my as my remarks go. I mean, like I said, when Trump first got in office, I was actually kind of one of those people like, he's going to clean up the swamp. My mom's like, he ain't cleaning up shit. And I was like, no, he's going to clean up the swamp. He's going to get rid of all these, all these people who's been in here making all this money and they don't want to retire, but in there 40 some odd years, he's gonna get rid of all of them and get some young new people in there, new fresh ideas, and he's gonna make the country money gonna open up and we're gonna get more jobs and for, like I said, for certain people he helped. Certain people, certain things and stuff like that, he helped, you know. And then, 3 years later it's like a fucking pandemic during a re-election. See, it's a shitstorm for those guys over there. I mean, I don't envy him at all. Like, I don't envy him at all. But the fact that he won't take any responsibility for anything is like, that's what's getting me. Even if I was even on his side just a little bit, like I said, I do have some conservative views and stuff like that, a little bit of Republican views and stuff like that. So I can see both sides of the fence. I have a lot of, no, I have a lot. That's why I say conservative, because I have a lot of Republican views and I also have a lot of Democratic views. I also have a lot of liberal views and bipartisan views. I guess I'm just more of a well-rounded person. I like to think I am, because I think Republicans think in one aspect, I think Democrats think in another. I think the best people to be are bipartisan, conservative, Democratic, Republican people, because we have a tendency to be able to see it from all sides. It's like I say, left and right. It's like Republicans use the right side of their brain and Democrats use the left side of their brain. And then there's the far left side and the far right side. Like it's ridiculous. Is what it is. I mean, I'm just more like, okay, do you think kids in the cities need books and stuff? Do you think the kids in the cities need the same thing that the white kids out in the suburbs are getting? Yes, make it happen. Do the same exact thing there as they're doing. Give them tablets to read. Make sure they're not carrying 12 books that's making them fall over. Stuff like that. Give them the same resources that the city, that the other kids are getting. We're paying more in taxes. The city, think about this, if you live in the city, you pay higher insurance than the people that live in the suburbs. You live in the city, you pay, you get you get ticketed more than people out there. You're paying, stuff in the city costs more than the stuff in the suburbs. So why is it that we are fucking broke? I live in Buffalo. It's like, why is it that we are fucking broke and our roads are fucked up? What are you doing with all our money? There's more people in the city paying more out than people out in the city. Why is it that we're fucking broke? You know what I mean? Like, why is it that why aren't the roads getting fixed? Why aren't this getting fixed? 40 years of us paying all this money and y'all finally fixing the roads. Y'all finally doing this. Y'all finally doing that. These are questions you have to ask yourself when you live in a city and you paying all this money. And we live near, Canada. We're right there on the border. We're paying higher gas prices than anywhere in the country. But for some reason, it's just effed up. We have no PPE. We have no swabs. We have nothing in the city. Cuomo wants to know why is the coronavirus. He said we ain't got nothing. They ain't giving us nothing. And maybe it's just the black folks is really unhealthy. It ain't that. It ain't that. I'm sick of people hinting on it. And by the way, they're gonna burn Minneapolis. Side note, they're gonna burn Minneapolis to the ground. And police are staying on the outskirts, making sure, they can't do that with a crowd like that. And that should tell people something. That should tell black people something. That if we started rising up, and we started saying ethic and rising up, then we can get stuff done. And don't just go home. Don't just do this and go home and then have them come out and start strangling black people again. Really leave your mark. Make this shit count for something. That's what I say to the protesters. Make it count for something. Don't just burn down your shit. Move that shit from there and start moving it other places. We're really worried. No, because they're burning down their shit. Y'all burning down your own targets. Move that shit to the white neighborhood. I bet you they're really going to be using tear gas and really going to be using stuff like that. More people showing up and more people, y'all getting overwhelmed. That's why y'all backing up. Because they're going to call in the National Guard. What the National Guard, what the military going to do? The military go, all right, everybody go home because we're going to start, shooting people in the street? You guys think about it like that. If y'all call it the military, it's going down. People ain't going, the military here, I guess we're going to go home now. No, the military is just going to be a show.